I just learned something new right now. My dad just called me. In my language, there's a saying, it's called Kaya Vacha Money. Kaya Vacha Money. It means spiritually, mentally, and physically. Being present physically, mentally, and spiritually. I love learning about stuff like this. It's so out of the ordinary, and I really feel like I've been put in touch with people from like the people before me in my family tree. You've read the title. I want to talk about ambition and dreams, long-term ones, the ones that will be with you once you're out of your schools or colleges, the ones that will stay with you, push you through the darkest of times. But I've noticed majority of the people my age, youngsters my age, or around my age group, they tend to not have ambitions. Of course, they're hardworking in their studies. They'll be mugging up 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day. They'll be studying like crazy, but they still don't know what they want to do exactly. Of course, it comes with experience. It comes with time. Uh, It's not always for sure. It's not always fixed, and it may change over time. It may vary over time. But by the age of almost 18, according to me at least, you should have a vague, you can say, idea of what you want to do, right? Ambition is extremely important for your life, for your mental health. You need to hear me out one more time. Ambitions are extremely important for your mental health and your physical health. Imagine yourself as a paper boat in the ocean, Earth's ocean. That is you. And without an ambition, without the map of an ambition, or without the end point of a dream result, you're just lost. You run a race with the sole focus of finishing it. Of course, you have another goal, finishing faster, but the end goal, the place where you want to reach is the finish line. In modern society, it's actually it's actually very normal. It's actually abnormal to not have ambition. It's abnormal to have dreams after the age of 13. The other day I asked my teacher from the place I'm receiving an education from, and I asked him, if money was out of the equation, what would you do? What would you do with your time? What would you do with your time on this earth? He said, nothing. He said he would do nothing. And, well, others ridiculed me for asking that question. They they looked at me like I was stupid and that doing nothing was the obvious answer. Just lazing around for the rest of the day, rest of your life is the obvious answer. Obviously, it's like obviously, duh. Ambition is something that pushes you when you're deep down in the shit. You know, you're you're stuck. You feel stuck. You may feel depressed. You may feel like whatever you continue to do is pointless. But when you have the end goal, it motivates you. You know, I asked one of my very focused female friends, like she's completely focused on her academics. She's almost like she sacrificed her social life for her education, and I have massive respects for her. Like I could never. She studies for like majority of her day. I don't know what she does in her free time, but she's in the center, in the study center for majority of her day, and she's studying continuously. So, of course, out of curiosity, I needed to know what her goal was, what she wanted to do in life. Like, why was she studying so much? What? When I asked her this question, she said, money. Now, of course, money itself is not a wrong ambition. Of course, there's no wrong ambitions. You can have whatever dream you want. But isn't money just too vague? Like, I'm sorry to speak this way, but the people decided to take, who had decided to take harsh steps and, well, end their suffering, they had money. The IIT as aspirants and the people struggling to get into, well, to crack the NEET exams, of course, which is a medical exam, and the uh, JEE advanced exam. They had money. It's not like they did not have it. Their families had money, which is why they could afford to put them in, well, such universities, or try to at least get them into such universities. It's that, did they truly want to do it? When you don't have the freedom to think about what exactly you want, a thing or a task you'd be happy to do for the rest of your life and it will fulfill you. When people don't have time to think about that, they set back to default and they allow their parents or the education system to set it out for them. Now, the flaw with the education system is that it'll only lead you to some kind of certification, you can say, some type of merit, say degree, PhD, all of that. But there's no for sure like job getting. Some colleges do give like have sponsorships which give out for sure jobs, but not every path of the education system gives you a 100% guarantee of you getting a job in a good company. And especially when you're doing something you do not enjoy, you have no liking for it. It just eats you up inside. You should have the ability to think. You should have the ability to visualize the end result of what you put your efforts in. Of course, it depends upon how much effort you put and the intensity and your circumstances, right? But you need to visualize the end result, the end goal where you want to reach. And you have to see if that's really something you want to do. Some people misjudge the amount of sheer discipline they will need for that one high level manager IT job or something. And they're stuck now. They're unhappy, but they don't want to risk their income because they have responsibilities which they can't really give up on. If you're in the age group of 13 to, let's say, below 20, anywhere below 20, this is amazing time. This is an amazing time because you have the freedom to think. You have the freedom to explore. I need you to explore. I need you to, not me exactly, but you need to explore. What do you want to do in the future? What is one path that you can stick to forever? There's endless drawbacks to every path. The current path that's being glorified is the business path. But the thing is that people somehow don't show that business, when you're into business, there's a lot of ups and downs. When you're in a job, you get stable income. It You know that you're gonna get your paycheck next month. That is extremely assuring for some people. With business, you can earn you can earn a lot at one time, and then you can just keep on losing for months. Of course, in business also, there's no fixed schedule. You will have to make the schedule, and when you're in the beginning stages of business, you need to put in majority of your day. You have to sacrifice a lot if you want to actually make it in business. And I'm not just speaking about business here. It's for every field out there. So whatever current dream you have, if you don't have one right now, think about it. Spend 2 days, 3 days when you're tired after coming back from the gym, from your school or college. When you're tired after you've come back, for half an hour, just don't pick up your phone and think. Stare at a wall. Think. Breathe deeply, be present in the moment. Breathe in, breathe into your stomach. Your stomach should bulge when you breathe. That's the most present breathing there is. That breathing gives you the most confidence as well. It's amazing. It's a it's in a book called Way of the Superior Man by David Dida. It's also been mentioned by Hamza, who's a very, actually, I'll say the biggest self-improvement guide channel out there. You need to breathe deeply, loosen your core, breathe into your stomach, stare into space and think, what would you want to do for the rest of your life? Now, the thing is, you can change. You can change your dream. Um, Humans are meant to grow. People are meant to grow. But the thing is, we've been set this threshold of age, right? We're like, after this age, you can't really change what you want to do. Really? Why? Why is that? Have your interests not changed from the time when you were a child? So what makes you think it will stop after that age? For some it's 25, some it's 30, for some it's as low as 20. What proof do you have that it just stops after that? Your perspectives stop changing. Why do we think that? I believe in the concept of being a student for the rest of your life. I love learning, even if it's not the typical education system kind of learning. I love listening to podcasts because it's a conversation between two highly intellectual people who are way above my level, and I get to pick out some parts which I find interesting and I get to put them in my memory. But you need to have ambition in your life. It is essential for your life. All I have to say is enjoy the journey because there's this quote. It's make love with the moment you're in, make love with the situation you're in. And I love that quote. It's it captures the beauty of stoicism, you know? Even if you're in a situation you despise, you're only gonna be in it once. This is the first and last time you're gonna be in this second right now. This is the first and the last time it's going to be 4th of November 2023. This is the last time it's gonna be that. It's crazy to think about it. Enjoy your journey, man. Peace.